or she's like, but I wanted to ask because it is yours, and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, I appreciate you asking. You're all good.
Oh, I see Dave.
What's up, dude?
It won't let me get off my main screen here.
All right, do you want me to start you?
Well, I already started the thing itself. I just can't flip it over.
All right.
Yeah.
What? In front of the TV. All right, I'm gonna. Are you ready to go on?
Oh, yeah.
Did you run an intro?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna put you on. Ready?
Yep. Hey, it worked. There we go. What's up, everybody? Sorry about that there. Do apologize. Gotta love technology, that's for sure. So hopefully this will work here and we can get things grooving going. And there we go. Now, I hope you guys can hear me. I hope. If I can get a thumbs up in the chat that you guys can actually hear me, that'd be great. Or yell, scream, dance, whatever works for you. I don't know. Beautiful. Thanks, Jen. I did hook up a new Yeti microphone today. So it's very fancy, it's bougie. So hopefully it works. So let me go in here and say hi everyone first. Dave, what's up, buddy? Jen, how's it going? Who else we got here? David D loves Disney. What's up, buddy? Roni, Sarah, how are you? Hopefully you're not causing too much trouble. Hopefully you're enjoying the cold just as much as I am. Not so much. Tron Christine, how are you? Michael Walkbrick, how are you, buddy? Good. Hopefully this is a lot louder than the last time. I hope so. It's a great backdrop, but yeah, my head's kind of in the way of the actual. Tinky, how are you? B Disney, how are you? So hopefully this will work. I do have a great friend in the background, Yeti. I know him. Oh boy, your pal Bigfoot. Love it. So hopefully this is gonna work. I do have an amazing person in the background that's going to help me out in case it messes up. So let's rock and roll with that and see what happens. And I guess we got to turn this on as well too. There we go. Don't want to forget to put the ticker on. There we go. So, So, Hills D's in the house. Oh boy, now we got some serious trouble. Hopefully you're having fun with your family. Buddy R, what's up? How are you? So, today's stream. DCL getting rid of the ducks. Who does that? Who gets rid of the ducks? Like, come on. So that's one thing that has come up as of late, and that actually ended back in December. So, sorry I'm late to the party, but here we go. We'll try and make it work. So I have someone that's currently sending me messages right now. So, and he's texting it to me. Oh, gotcha. Oopsies, my bad. So so I'll have my producer in the background. He can fix all my mistakes, just to make sure. Oopsies. So, he'll probably fix things as we go along because he knows this system better than I do. So, DCL's gone quackers. Oh boy. We found a bunch of ducks on MSC. So fun. Yeah, it is a lot of fun, Jen. And when I was on the Disney Fantasy in 2022, text me pics. Okay, I will do that. It's always great when he's taking over my stream, which is even better because then I don't have to worry about going oopsies. So Dave, we'll send you that one. This is pretty cool. We'll send you that one. And I'm pretty sure you can probably figure out the order that we go in based on what I'm talking about. So there we go. Hopefully that works, Dave. And I did have to make sure I got some fancy tunes for this duck thing. I couldn't resist. Like, I had to find the fancy stuff. So that's fantastic. Dave just wiped out all my pictures. Beautiful. He's going to fix it all. So there we go. And Disney is known for a duck. That is true. And Michael, I think it's the number one duck. That's for sure. So, disco duck song. No, it's not a disco duck song, Tinky. Actually, I'll play it and see if I can get control of my system here. And hopefully this isn't too loud. So I do apologize in advance. So again, we're talking about ducks to start off with. So here we go. This is what happens. Ducks ahoy. Yeah, the pictures are kind of a little rough. So Dave will work his magic in the background and make things a lot better. So be Disney they are. So a lot of the cruise lines would actually go, they do all the different ducks and that sort of thing. They would hide them all over the ship. And I found them in the elevator. When I did the what do you call it? The fish extenders. So you can get the fish extender thing, you hang it outside your door, and you're in these groups that set all this stuff up. And we actually had ducks that were left inside ours as well, too. What the duck? Chops, how you doing, brother? Welcome in. Hopefully you and Sim are having a great day so far. And again, congratulations on becoming partner channel with FPE. That is amazing. And Sim, again, congratulations. And hopefully you said yes for being an ambassador for SMA. So kudos on that. Congratulations. Let's get quacking. So it's fun that you could find the ducks all over the ship. Now you can't do that anymore. It's now completely gone off at Disney. It was a lot of fun because you'd see little tags that people would put on the ducks saying what stateroom that they were from. And I even got some as well, too, that locations of where people were from. Not anymore. It's absolutely terrible and horrendous. So that they took it away. That's my opinion anyways. Partnerships. That's right, chomps. So definitely disappointing that they did that. And were people throwing them at each other? Who knows? I don't know. But it was fun wherever people placed them. And I know that the crew members had fun with it as well. And that was really cool to see. Roni, as I was looking through to find out more about the ducks and why they got rid of it all, it wasn't really all that, at least not much that I could personally find that really jumped out to say, hey, we're getting rid of ducks. She was looking forward to ducks. Well, I don't think they're going to let us bring them back, Michael, in February of 2025. That's going to be the only downfall, right? So I don't think we'll get that opportunity where we can actually see that. So, yeah, and Jen's right. Other cruise lines are still doing it right now. Stevie Lee, how are you? Welcome in. But yeah, it's just really sad that they did that. So I'm actually just pulling up a fabulous article right now because I want to make sure I say it right. Because I'm want to make sure we get it right. So here's a note here. So Disney Cruise Line has instituted a new mandate that discourages the practice, no matter how fun, whimsical, or innocent it might seem. In an odd twist on a scavenger hunt, guests collect the rubber ducks in what has become something of a badge of honor. And it's all over the place. That's right, Wheeler. Hashtag save the ducks. Magic Duck Plus coming in 2024. Ross and Found, how are you, bud? That's fantastic. So, So here's Disney does not necessarily prohibit the practice, it just discourage. So according to our policy, guests are allowed to bring. So here's something new. According to our policy, guests are allowed. Now this is something that's a bit of a twist as of late. So Diz Mom, how are you? Welcome in. Great to see you. Hopefully you're having a great day. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Chomps. My pleasure, buddy. But all the cruise lines are still going to do it. Is this going to be a trend with Disney getting rid of them and other cruise ships will follow? Who knows? What are your thoughts on that one there? Do you think this might be a leading trend for all cruise lines to start getting rid of the ducks? Or do you think it's just Disney? Oh boy, there's a Titanic. Just buy down. It saves ducks. Yeah, it's true. That's true. Gotta keep on quacking. So again, this is one thing that I'm like, it's a lot of fun. And it's taking away that element of fabulousness. It's fun for the kids, even as me as an adult. Christine Hickman, how are you? Welcome in. It's amazing to see it. It's amazing to see the look on the kids' faces. I think back in November of 2022, I walked out with like 17 ducks, and that included some that were left in our fish extenders thing. But again, though, you find them all over. Like, it's just a sad thing to take it away. And again, I'm a big kid, so I really, really love doing it. Dave, I really like that picture of the Titanic. Police duck. Officer duck. So, what are your guys' thoughts about the ducks? I know there's a big group of us that are going on a big cruise coming up in February of 2025 for the FPE meetup at sea, celebrating Jen's birthday. Wouldn't it be fun to get the ducks on the ship, be able to find them, bring them back? Again, it's also going to be part of the inaugural season as well, too. What are your thoughts on that? It's a big. Oh boy, Chomps. Is a big kid. Now, I do have a light right here over this side behind the duck. I have another light over that way there. So I've got a lot of lights around me. I don't got one above me though, Chomps. I apologize. So maybe that's when my hair is not as fancy as what it usually is. Right? I think it's not fair that they're taking away joy. Maybe they could be Disney ducks. They could be, Stevie, and here's something too. They could even be different Disney characters as the duck head. So like obviously Donald Duck. You could do Daisy Duck. You could do the Three Little Monstars. But you could do one with like Mickey. You could do Minnie. You could do Goofy. I mean, that would be a blast. Disney character themed ducks. We could do that, Michael. Yeah, for sure. You want to would be funny? It'd be funny to see Dave going around the cruise ship trying to find the ducks. So be Disney, you actually have to bring your own, right? So they don't supply them on the ship. So a lot of people will buy them on certain websites, buy them in bulk, you bring them and get them really, really cheap, and then bring them on board yourself. James, cheers, buddy. How you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, Stevie, that would be it'd be amazing if we could do it that way, but time will only tell. Jackie McDonald, how are you? Welcome in. So yeah, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Yeah, that's why I called them the Three Monstars, Tinky, because I think it actually kind of fit because they are Monstars. Oh boy, Chomps. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. I love it, Chomps. Thanks, buddy. Now, just don't get too carried away. Just don't get too carried away. Oh boy. So, but again, do you think other cruise lines are going to follow suit with the ducks? Or do you think it's going to be something that is just strictly Disney? Or do you think if people do put up a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for here? If a lot of the guests say enough, do you think Disney will change their mind? Scrooge McDuck. That's right, Tinky. Yeah. It's still attached, James, so we're good. So yeah, we're rocking and rolling with her for right now. So we'll hopefully heals quickly. Off to the doctor's on Tuesday, so we'll see what happens. And you want to know what, Stevie? It is. It's and again, so and again, some of the ducks that we found as well too. Actually, we found some other ones as well too. My nieces were on the cruise with us as well too. My brother, my sister-in-law, my son, and we both have our pile of ducks. Yeah, there's the Monstars. But it's also great too when you can see other kids as well too, and you can give them the ducks, right? You can actually give them the ducks, and you can see the joy on their face. That's the part that, and again, this is where, in my opinion, oh boy, Triton is here. Start the car. This is where I feel that Disney has made a mistake. And this is coming from me. If other cruise lines don't ban ducks, I think Disney will bring. And Michael, I hope so, right, buddy? I definitely hope that they bring them back. Well, no, and Stevie, one of the funny things too about Triton is that he ain't gonna run away because he's also one of the mods. So you're kind of oopsies. But that's my thing. Is like seeing the joy on the kids' faces. That's priceless, especially the younger kids. Why take that away? So, Disney Cruise Line, if you are watching, I'm just putting this out there. I'm going to say you should bring them back. Change the policy, bring them back. Let the guests have fun. Don't take away that magic. Don't take away those kids from having a blast. Simple. Just don't do it. It's simple. Right? You have to be nice to you. Well, Stevie, you can say what you want to Triton, but I don't, he might, I don't know. We'll leave that to Triton. One of the next things I did want to talk about it now. Does anyone else have any comments about the ducks before we quack over to the next one? DCL ducks camp. Oh boy. That's hilarious. Hilarious. And before I forget, because he is working some magic for me right now, so I'm going to drop this in. So make sure you check out Florida Park Explorers partner channel. You want your Disney merch from the parks, resorts, Character Warehouse, the cruise line when we go. You want those theme park treats, concierge service, all that fun stuff. Reach out to Dave and Jen and Bella. Bella might do some shopping for you as well too. But definitely reach out to them. Get those wish lists in. Check them out when their live streams are on. That way you can get that merch that you just have to have. So check them out. And thank you, Triton, for dropping that in. I appreciate it. Yeah, Mike, I think something did happen as well too, but um yeah, I've been doing the cruising long enough, and it's just like, why take them away? Captain Tuttle, how are you? Welcome in, buddy. The best cruise director ever. I'm still trying to get that position on the cruise ship, Captain Tuttle. So if you have any ins and outs, ducks broke the wish. Yeah, it wasn't my fault that the wish broke. The ducks broke the ducks broke the wish. So we have to make sure that the ducks don't break the treasure. Now here's the thing, though. I'm going back on the wish again in November. So let's hope and pray that they don't break the wish when I go again. Fingers crossed. So some changes have also come. Can I put my Stevie? I couldn't really. Like, I had to. I had to put my like right. So here's the next thing. The kids club, the Oceaneers Club, ages have changed. So I guess what I really should do is that I should play this as a public service announcement. You got to do it when you have those toys, right? So this is one that I've actually gotten quite a few messages about. This is a bit of a controversy that's come in, that where people either agree or they disagree. But I've had a lot of people reach out and say, why did they change the ages? Why couldn't they just leave them the way they were? Hey, Mikey, if you want to come do stuff around my place, that's fine too. I'd appreciate it, buddy. Effective December 21st of last year, revised age ranges for Disney Oceaneers Club and Disney Oceaneers Lab have changed. The age range for Disney Oceaneers Club and Disney's Oceaneer Lab will change from 3 to 12 to 3 to 10. Okay. Kids of all ages can continue to experience these spaces during open house hours. So open house hours, they will happen typically on day one. You can kind of go check it out on the Disney Wish. Go down the slides. I'm pretty sure Stevie Dave will put a note, or he might put something up on the screen to say something. But I know we're working on that. And again, with Dave feeling still under the weather, will it come this week? Maybe. But you never know. But stay tuned for that. So make sure you have your notifications on. And I'm sure Dave will drop it in as well too, or we'll drop it in during one of their live streams and say when it's going to happen. That's too bad, Mikey. I had to try. Oh, kids of all ages. My wife says I'm a big kid. Well, you're good to go, Trey. You can go anywhere you want then, buddy. So before it was 3 to 12. Now it's changing to 3 to 10. We're going to get into the other. So the Edge group was 11 to 12. And still now. So 11 to 12 is the Edge group. Okay. However, it's going to be available for ages 11 to 14. Okay. So again, and this is Disney's Edge. Children 11 to 12 years of age may visit Edge, but Edge will continue to be available for 11 to 14. So again, the Edge, I remember when my son used to go to him when he was growing up, he liked going to the different clubs, but he liked being within his age group, right? So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens on them now, because my son's a lot older now. Obviously, he doesn't qualify for going into any of these clubs. -1. Dave and JDA, great. Thanks, Chomps. So Stevie Edge is an area for. So it's one of the clubs that again, the age group from 11 to 14 can go to, and they will have things that are something like, could be like video games, it could be different sorts of activities that they can do, but it's targeting that specific age group. Same thing with the little Rugrats as well too, like the little kiddos from the 3 now the 3 to 10. Again, it's based on activities that they can do, and that way, hey, they can go have fun. The parents are on board, they can go do their own thing. So even if it's like at nighttime and say there's like an adult show that's going on, like a hypnotist or comedy or whatnot, then hey, bye-bye kiddos, go have fun. And that way then the adults can go in and do their thing. Vibe is another. Oh boy.
Hi, everybody.
There's that guy.
Guy,
What's going on, brother?
you know I have to chime in about Kids Club. The Ducks.
I know you do, and that's why I saved the kids club area till the second part of it, because I knew that you would jump in.
Well, you said come in. I said I needed coffee. Jen brought coffee, so Kids Club, you know, is near and dear. The Ducks I could make fun of from now until the kingdom come. Hi, bud.
How you doing? How you feeling?
Horrible. How about you?
I don't have coffee. I have water, so I guess you're. Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah,
we're live.
I brought Mickey for the occasion.
Well, that's groovy. I got. Hold on. Let me do this.
See, now, for the record, really cool cruise lines
Here we go.
do things like this. Okay, like for those of us who just got off of a cruise and said, "Hey, look, Bella got to collect ducks." Oh, wow. You mean like kids having fun on a cruise ship? No. Why would Disney want kids to have fun on a cruise ship? They're the no fun cruise. You knew if I came in, I was going to pick on Disney.
I knew you would.
All right, so let me catch up for a second, then we'll go to the other, because I've been aching, because that's why I had Howard the Duck up. All right, so I actually asked on MSC. Okay, so there's actually a reason for it, which was the ducks were going into the pool filters and screwing up pool filters, and people were putting them in really stupid places, and they were worried about guest overboard, and they were worried about litter in the ocean. They were worried about all these things. So MSC actually created a where you can and can't place them list.
That makes sense.
I thought that was a really good idea.
Now here's the question. Are the guests actually following that to make sure they don't end up in the filters and in those areas where they shouldn't be?
So we found, I shouldn't say we, it was all Bella. So we found this little guy. All right, look how cute he is. It's a keychain too. And it came with their backstory and their whole thing. Like, this is what this is about, guys. This is fun. Bella found that on the Lego creature down by the kids club. And it was like, okay, cool. So it's a great way for guests to interact, and especially for the kids to interact. Now, there was some nefarious talk about why they were not allowing ducks on Disney Cruise Line. And the nefarious talk was like, hey, anybody could put them out. However, if you're on a Disney cruise and I have to worry about you, we have a whole new problem. Because the only way to get the duck on the boat is to be on the boat. That's so, right. I don't know that I buy that. I think I buy the it screws things up comment better than anything. But I think that Disney has a tendency to overreact on everything. It's let's go from this extreme to the other. Why didn't they just walk it down like everybody else did? So I think the Ducks, if you want my honest opinion, I think you're going to get a blowback. I think when we go on the treasure, if it's not done, I think we all board the boat with what the Duck shirts on with Mickey ears, and I'll design it. And it'll be a duck with Mickey ears going, what the duck? And we'll walk onto the boat and then put Mike's hashtag of save the ducks across the back and see if we can generate some pushback. So ducks going down the Aquamouse would be hilarious. Could you imagine taking like 500 of them and just dumping them in?
Well, epic. You know, there's a certain place where you can actually get ducks in bulk.
I know.
I have them in. If I'm going to be honest, I have them in my shopping cart.
I'm looking at printing QR codes on the bottom of ours. So, yeah, I understand. I'm looking at like a couple myself. So, but I thought it would be really funny, you know, like if this wasn't a family show, we'd be talking about a couple of different ducks that I think would be hysterical. That's but there's a lot of different style ducks out there, and you can have some fun with it. But I want to let you move on. It's your show. I just wanted to kind of come in, chime in, and then say, you know, the kids club thing from a parent standpoint, I honestly think is stupid. I can tell you after going to MSC's this past week, I don't like their kids club set up for the older kids. The kids can come and go as they want. Now, for those of you who saw this boat's a good sized boat. But MSC makes this thing look like a rowboat.
Gently down the stream. Sorry.
Merrily. We don't have ducks on this boat. So the thing is, I don't want my kid roaming the boat. If I did, why do I need kids club? So I didn't like that about MSC. Disney does it a little bit better from Bella's perspective, and I figured this is more important for your Disney part than anything. Bella loves Disney Cruise Line Kids Club. Period. There's no so far. I mean, all I heard the entire, even though she didn't want to leave MSC, she loved Disney. Like Disney does it right. They have. I mean, come on, it's half kids. They probably should get that right.
Exactly.
So, you know, basically the long and the short of it is 12-year-olds should not be in with 17-year-olds. They shouldn't be. You're not talking about the same age group. MSC breaks it down a lot smaller in age groups, but they do put them together, which is weird.
Yeah, like when I read these changes with the ages and how they were doing it, again, I don't agree. And again, I'll be honest, I don't agree with like the Oceaneers Club and the Lab being from 3 years of age to 12 years of age.
Nope.
I agree with them changing it down to 3 to 10. But even at that, I think they should even drop it even as a lower age than that 10 marker.
I don't think it's even in the ballpark of being right. You know, from a parent standpoint, a 3-year-old does not have the same kind of I'm going to say something stupid, but life experience. I mean, I'm sorry, but a 3-year-old's throwing blocks. 10-year-olds get pissed and punch 3-year-olds. Like this ain't a good thing. I think the cutoff is 3 to 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go 7 to 12 would be fine.
But see what they could do, and that they could do that 3 to 6, because the clubs themselves are a half decent size where they could do, hey, see, and actually Jen just dropped in exactly what I was going to say in regards to ages.
This is what MSC does.
Yeah, and you want to that's what they should do. Now, I'm going to tag on another one. So on the newer ships, like the Disney Wish, the Disney Treasure, and whatever that third ship is in that Triton class, they also have a club called the Hideaway. That's for 18 to 20-year-olds. It's about time.
What? Did you tell me that there's a kids club from 18 to 20?
They do have one. They have like a DJ in there and a whole load of stuff. Yeah. It's actually a nice lounge. They do have one for 18 to 20-year-olds because
they're not kids. They can carry weapons and go to war. What?
I'm not
You're
joking.
telling me. I gotta go. I just can't bash Disney this hard on your stream. I can't.
Yeah, no, they did that. Now, in addition to that, they also have the access for going up to the adults only area, like the Cove and whatnot.
They're 18.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're dumbing our nation down. Oh, come on, Mike. I don't go to kids club. No, Jen does that. Look, at the end of the day, come on, people. It's 18. They got no. Now
So
I can't let my kid go to kids club because I don't want him around an 18-year-old.
So now I think they call it the Young Adult Club. I don't know. I don't know what, but I know the club itself is called the Hideaway.
You know what it's called? It's called the pre-drinking club.
That's true.
It's called the I should be an adult club. Oh, come on. It's bad enough watching adults at 12 o'clock at night with headphones on doing silent rave, and it's hilarious to watch on a Disney cruise. Don't get me wrong. I have hundreds of videos that I could release about people all dancing to the wrong music. But 18 to 20-year-olds in a kids club, the whole boat's a kids club for 18 to 20-year-olds.
It's true.
I can't handle this anymore.
Now I was going to ask you this question. What club do you think you and I belong in?
Icon. I like to actually have fun on boats. Look, I'm just saying, like, the kids club thing for me, it touches home. I have an 11-year-old who's rolling up to 12. She's going to get to that age. Now, I admit this openly. I don't subscribe to today's values. I don't subscribe to today's world. You know that.
I do.
Bella doesn't have a cell phone. Bella doesn't have an iPad. Well, she has my iPad, but it's locked to her and only to what I want her to do. Mm-hmm. So is her Switch. So is everything in this world, because at the end of the day, the 11 on 11 club, well done, Mike.
Yes.
But the thing about it is, she's a kid. I've always sat there and said, we're trying to make our kids grow up too fast. And Disney is the epitome of that. And I hate to say that about Disney because I love them to death, but at the same time, some of their recent programming, and to do this on the boat is stupid. I, as her parent, decide what is appropriate. And I think that it should, and I think Disney's policy should be that if because on MSC, she had the choice of going to one club or the other, and we chose what club she was going into.
Yeah.
So
you see Sim's comment.
I know nothing. But the thing is, like, with the kids, let them be kids. We're bringing them, and I don't mean to cross over. Okay, so let me apologize now to you and to your channel and to everybody. Disney has done a lot of these things with trying to drive their agenda into parents' choices, and I disagree with that wholeheartedly. It's my choice, not theirs, and you can't pick and choose the things that you want to be your choices. Would you stop pushing buttons?
Nope, I wanted to put this one up.
No pushing. I'm gonna no. So the thing is that I want to be in control of what my child sees, what my
Mhm.
child hears, and what my child does. I'm simply asking for a mildly underpaid employee to watch them while they're goofing off, playing with switches, watching movies, running around, doing Legos. Like, I, that's what I'm doing. It gives us a little bit of free time, but I don't want to sit there and say, what is my kid doing? Like, do I have to worry? Like, now I'm not going to tell you on MSC, we didn't have a different conversation. We did. And it
Mhm.
was, you don't leave kids club. You don't do this. You know my phone number. This is how you get in touch. Blah, 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 blah. But you're touching on a subject that personally no one on YouTube is talking about, and you're to be commended for it. This is something that this is supposed to be a family cruise line.
Mhm.
So anyway, I'll shut up.
I didn't know that was even possible. I mean, but and that's the thing is that when it comes to different age categories for the cruises, sorry, for the clubs, as we say, it comes down to all the parents having their own Disney Cruise Line is just for families with younger children. There,
So apparently, it's called the 1820 Society.
that's fabulous.
Can I go off for 5 seconds and then I'll give it back to you?
Sure. Well, hey, I told you could come in whenever you want. So
I know, but this is something like everybody's been looking forward to a bear shark rant. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. In Florida, and by the way, if this is appealing to you and I make fun of you and it hurts your feelings, mirror check. So in Florida, there are these adult day camps. They're like kid gate day camps, except they're for adults. And it's so that you can take time and go to an adult day camp and be a kid at 40. And they have water slides and bouncy houses and alcohol. Is it bad that when I heard about this, the first thing I hoped was someone would drown? Is it bad? I was like, you deserve it at 40. If your idea of I need to take a break for a week, go to adult daycare and go play with other adults, and get away from my family, my responsibilities, and everything else. And I'm going to go bounce around on bouncy houses in the water and whatever. I'm just saying, like we're regressing. I mean, at some point we have to let kids be kids, the adults have to be adults, and there has to be a definitive line in the sand. I'm not telling you not to have fun. Go be an idiot and have a great time, but do it with your kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, everyone always sits there and says, "Oh, you guys take Bella everywhere." Yeah, okay, it's so that she can experience the world, and I get to vicariously live through her and let her experience all of that fun. And I get the adulation as a parent to sit there and say, "Look at how much fun she's having," and I get to drive that narrative and say, hey, you know what? It's super important that that kid went in the water when it was 14 below zero when we were in the Bahamas. She's nuts. Okay. Like that water was cold, but she had a great time. And as a parent, that was a lot of fun for me, was watching her enjoy herself and watching the fish swim over her. We need to let the kids do the kid stuff, and we need to be adults and to help shape that. So, I'm not saying that parents and go on roller coasters, be interactive. Your kids are going to look back at that time with you as opposed to just taking them and dropping them at a kids club and you going and doing what you want to do and being a Disney adult because it's more important for you to do you than for them to enjoy the cruise as well. And you know, because I didn't live stream as much on this one, but I was talking with you and with Sam,
Mm-hmm.
was how she was with us almost the whole time.
Yeah.
And we experienced the boat together. We went and saw the illusionist together. We went and did these things together. And those are the memories when you look back, and every person in this chat, you're all old enough to look back at your childhood and look back at your family vacations. Now, there was a lot of yelling and screaming and do I need to turn this car around? But at the end of the day, Theo, you do need to let the children be children. We don't need adult daycare. Like, if you need to put your 18 to 20-year-old... Now, let me stop right there. If you have a special needs child, I don't care what age it is. He, she, whatever. I don't care. There should be, on a Disney boat, in my opinion, there should be a place for special needs kids of any age to go.
That's true.
And I think that Disney could lead the way, because they're leading from behind a lot lately. When you go to Legoland, there are sensory areas that will allow children. Thank you. There's my Mickey. There are sensory areas when kids get overloaded, you can go and quiet it down. So 18 to 20, if you're special needs and the parents need a break, I understand. And let me tell you something. I think that Disney could lead 100% on it. Paging Jordan, you should probably let a cruise director know that. And other than that,
please stand by.
If you are an 18 to 20-year-old and you're not on the spectrum, why do you want to be in there? It really makes me question what 18 to 20-year-old wants to be in there.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I know when I've gone with with Patrick, even when we're on the Wish.
I was actually about to just say Patrick is the target audience. Do you think Patrick wants to go to kids club?
No. What he did is that he would actually, well, as you know, when you and I were sitting on the Lido deck when Bella was in the pool, right? Patrick was at the gym. He
was roaming the boat as an 18 to 20-year-old should. What's he trolling for? It ain't hard to figure that one out. All right. What's wrong with this world is we're texting the person in the same room that we're sitting in. Get off. Oh, I almost just did the Billy Madison line about going and finding the dog. Get off your butt and go around and go find a person your age and go start a conversation. Honestly, I think the only way. But all seriousness, like, if you think about it. Oh.
Anonymous, thank you.
Hold on a second. Where is it? There it is. Thank you, Anonymous, from the JDA Foundation. So, you guys are awesome.
Anonymous. Really appreciate it. Not expected, but really appreciate it.
Always appreciated, never expected. Thank you so much, everybody. No, but I mean, seriously, I mean, you're all a great group of people, and that's what this conversation is for. But all seriousness, if I was, and I'm not saying you're forcing Patrick, because you're not, because Patrick is a great kid. But if I were his age and I was on a boat with my dad was hanging out with people and doing whatever. See, there's Kathleen saying the same thing. I would be trolling for chicks. I would have went on there. I wouldn't have been looking for ducks. I'd have been looking for chicks.
Or is that what he's?
Different kind of chick.
Yes. However, he is spoken for, so he's a good kid.
I understand. So, but you're on vacation.
I know.
Anyway, I didn't say that. I was kidding. It was a joke. No hate mail.
Lex, how are you? Welcome in.
But the other side of it is there's another family that dragged an 18 to 20-year-old on the cruise who's also sitting there going, God, what do I got to do to get out of here? Go find that person. The two of you now are in cahoots around the boat, and you'll find a third. And by day 2 or 3, there's 4 or 5 of you roaming around the boat. Now there's a Disney gang. I'm just saying that you don't need to tell an 18 to 20-year-old what to do. No. Hey, if you do, I think it says more about you.
Yeah, that's
Anyway,
true.
I'm
And,
I'm,
and,
I'm quiet now.
but no, and I have to say that, and as you know, now this is funny with Patrick. So Patrick, even when we were on the Wish last year, like in 2022, when we had to go to Cozumel, Mexico instead, Patrick actually we knew when dinner was. We kind of make arrangements of what we were doing type thing. But he's like, "Hey, Dad, I want to go to the gym workout for 2 hours." Okay, have at her, man. I'll go roam around the ship, whatever. I'll go have a adult's concoction of some sort, sunken treasure maybe, or two or three, or a fancy coffee from the coffee bar. Coffee with a fancy, you know, whether it's Lord Vader on top, Mickey Mouse on top, or whatever fancy design they want to put on top.
Bougie. Sorry.
It's bougie coffee.
Sorry.
Bougie
Medicine.
coffee. It's a bougie beverage on the bougie balcony. Sorry, bougie beverage. No, it's a big bougie beverage on the bougie balcony.
Or a big bougie balcony beverage bonanza.
There's that too. um, but he enjoyed it because he actually took like a tripod with him. He put his headphones on and then he recorded himself as he was working out.
Well,
And
that's
then he was
just
rubbing it into yeah. And then he was actually rubbing it into his friends because he's like, "Hey, look, there's the ocean right there."
right. But that's what I would do. That's what I'm talking about. Is how many things could you taunt your friends with?
Yeah.
And I think that that's the right thing. And Patrick had a blast doing it. So,
Oh yeah, he had an absolute blast. Doesn't he offer a bougie club just for Jordan and the Bear Shark?
yes.
Yes.
See, they even gave me my own background.
Yes. But we're not going to tell you what that is, Triton.
Here's my exact point.
My brother met his first girlfriend on a cruise when we were.
Won't read the second part. Michael.
Michael, that might have been TMI on that last part, but still funny nevertheless.
Well, they had to play patty cake somewhere, so But the thing about it is, Patrick's a good kid. You're a good dad, in the way that you guys have that family dynamic. Honestly, and let's be truthful though. You guys have a different dynamic. Most kids at 18 to 20 years old, if you can get them to go on the boat, because keep in mind it's an if. Are they really going to be the best representation of your family? No. Why? Because there's nothing for them to do. Mm-hmm. This goes back to my initial argument about what is there to do on a Disney boat. And now I'll be doing, a comparison next week. Jen and I are going to do something before you and I do our new show. And it's just to kind of rehash what we did on the cruise. Now that I'm starting to feel like almost a human again. But the biggest issue is they missed this on the treasure. They could have taken the mistakes of the Wish, revamped a little bit, pushed the launch date back 4 to 5 months, and put out a boat that had more entertainment. I picked on them the entire time I was on the MSC boat, as everyone knows, because at the end of the day, was there more to do on MSC? Yes. Was it still what we were looking for? Not 100%. No, I'm still convinced Royal is the place to go if you're looking for family fun. I mean, I literally want to move on to Icon. They would, if it was allowed and they would let me, I would. And I haven't even been on the boat yet. But for Disney, knowing that I've been on 3 Disney cruises and 2 on the same boat, 1 on the Magic, there's just not a lot to do. And I can't imagine being 18 years old and stranded at sea for a week on the treasure. Like, I just can't imagine what I would do. There's only so much laying at the pool, going to the gym. I mean, the excursions are supposed to get in the way of that, and I get that. But you remember being 18, right?
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
It was a day or two for me. There might have been a sunset or three in between. But the thing about it is, what are you trying to be at 18? You're trying to be cool.
Yeah.
You're with your parents. You're not cool. It doesn't matter what you do. You could be doing whatever you want. You're not cool. And that's how you feel. So even when you're on those excursions and you're on that bus and there's 25, 30 other passengers and all of a sudden you catch that eye of somebody and you're like, hey, and all of a sudden your dad's like, hey, come on, let's go look at the mountains. And you're like, oh, crap.
It's like, Dad,
You know,
you just ruined it for me.
look, I found the duck. I found the duck. It's like, you just want to shove it down their throat. So I think the 18 to 20-year-old is a whole different discussion. But as a good producer, I got to bring you back in. So Jordan, now back to the main show, everybody. You were discussing just a little while ago about Disney changing the kids club age. Continue.
I'm surprised you didn't go in that very, very deep voice of Dave into the microphone. Why doesn't Disney have an arcade on their ships? That's a great question.
Why doesn't Disney have anything for people on their ships? Why do they have everybody convinced that this is the best cruise line in the world?
If they had an arcade, like what they do at the resorts.
So, Jordan, you and I had a conversation about this offline, and it's really one of these things where I have finally put, because I get a lot from you guys about why I don't like Disney. It's not that I don't like it. It's value. So I figured out what my issue is versus everyone else's. I can go to the park. It's behind my house. I can go see all the
behind you.
That's a cruise ship. Hold on.
Yeah.
Don't make me do it because I will.
I just wanted to state the facts.
All right. Well, if you're going to state the facts, then I'm also going to state the facts that I can go here anytime I want. Okay, and I can go see. Thank you very much. I can go see the characters at any time. So that's the problem with the Disney Cruise Line for me, because there's only character interactions. And then I said to you, why aren't Disney characters the people who are out there reading the jokes on deck? Why aren't they coming out every 15 to 20 minutes? Why is it that, when they're doing family game night or bingo, why is Goofy not calling bingo? Like, there's so many things that Disney could have those characters interact more. And there should be more rare characters. I agree, Stevie. But if that's going to be your only dynamic, it doesn't appeal to me.
Mm-hmm.
The food's great. The boat's nice. I have an issue with guest services. But, for the most part, it's a nice boat. Everything's included, which we're going to go over that in, next week. But the thing about it is there should be more Disney dynamicness to it. So, but back to your kids club argument, I think everybody agrees with you. I wonder, here's the question I guess I have for you. Do you think that they'll change it back?
No.
Do you think this is moving forward?
I think this is moving forward. They actually implemented as of December of last year. December 21st, I think, was their day.
This is a great idea.
Adults, maybe that's a great idea.
The Villains cruise ship would be great.
Yeah. I would love to play bingo. Yeah, playing bingo with Goofy would be for him calling, or Goofy or Captain Hook or
Captain Hook would be spectacular.
Yes.
You want my treasure? Like, come on, it'd be great.
Now, here's my question: if Captain Hook was calling bingo, what would Smee be doing?
Groveling.
It's actually true.
So I'm going to let you continue. I will be back in about 30 seconds. Jen just brought me a breakfast burrito, and I'll be back in a minute.
I can see you starting to salivate. Do you need a bib, sir?
No.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Enjoy. That's the bear shark. So yeah, so so this is one of the biggest controversies that I've heard so far with are the age changes with the clubs. So again, one thing that they should break it up into smaller age groups. Simple. You know, I get the fact that they did make they wanted to try something different for for that 18 to 20-year-olds. You've got the Cove Cafe, could be harassing the bingo players, telling them they can't. That's true. Or trying to steal the bingo card. No, actually, no, it's all done on a tablet now. Um, but now coming back to the bingo there, when I was on the Disney Wish 2022, someone actually won over $7,000. That'll pay for another Disney cruise.
Barely.
I knew you were going to say something to that effect. That's why I had to say it that way. But no, like someone won like that kind of money. So it is something that can happen. Now, mind you, that is the only gambling that happens on the ship, but you're actually technically not like there's no slots, there's no tables, there's none of that stuff like on the other cruise lines. Like I know Dave wandered through. There was the casino on the MSC ship that he was on. Carnival has them. Royal has them as well too. So all these different cruise lines will have them. Disney does not. That is the one thing that they cut off of there is having casinos. But I would have to, so coming back to the kids clubs here, or the I don't know if you want to call them kids clubs, you just want to call them age appropriate clubs, which they're not. So that 18 to 20-year-old one, yeah, my son went in it, checked it out. He was in and out in 5 to 10 minutes. He just wanted to see what it was all about. Was it appealing to him? No, it wasn't. Would it be appealing to a possibility for another, group of people? Maybe. Is it great for going in there? Is it great for going there, potentially meeting some people and chatting it up? Find them, go have a coffee somewhere on the boat, as opposed to, hey, let's hang out and listen to a DJ rock out some music in there or play video games. So, but again, the ages of these, again, I'm not going to call them kids clubs. The ages that they have designed for these, with a quote unquote age appropriate areas, it's just not right. They have to make changes. And again, they just made these other changes back on December 21st of 2023.
So what do you think they should do?
Well, again, even with what Jen had put in earlier, like if you're going to do it, do 3 to 6-year-olds. Like don't have 3 to 10. 3 to 10 is too big of a gap.
Do you think they're going to do anything about it?
No. Have I already, since we've been chatting, have I already sent a message to cruise director Leslie and Ashley? Absolutely.
Well, so let's ask the question. What causes someone to change a policy?
It's going to be coming from guest complaints or guests reaching out and voicing their opinion.
So I'll make it even more simplistic than that. It's by not spending your money with them. The problem with Disney is they're a machine that people won't do that with. And we saw it during annual pass revolt when people were like, "Oh, well, I'll give up my annual pass." I remember someone putting it in an FPE chat. They're like, "Oh, I'm ready to get rid of my annual pass," and 15 people dropped in the chat, "I'll take it." When your demand is that high, that's the issue. You and I both know there's no issue selling out Disney boats.
No, they sell them all the time. Susie
Now,
Q, how are you? Welcome in.
Now, I'll say this to you. We still don't have all the trams back. It's 4 years. Like, they can't tell me they're hiding them. Okay, like, what? Like, how about full parades? How about, And Mike Wheeler will jump in and say that it's, it has to do with cast and all the planning and this and that. That's great. But I'm watching Epic Universe being built in 3 years. And it took them 5 years to build a Tron that they already built in another area. So I just don't think Disney's innovative enough anymore. And I think that they're complacent in the fact that they're just making money and they don't care.
Mhm.
And I think that the biggest issue is here you and I are sitting here having this conversation because we do care.
Yes.
I don't think it's right. I think it's bad. So because, by the way, you're going to tell me that they can't put. All right, so they're officially all back. But Mike, it took 4 years. 4 years. It's absurd. They could have brought him back at any time. They chose not to. It was a cost thing because people weren't complaining enough. The thing about it is, you can't tell me on Castaway that they can't have the water pageant that they have in MK on Castaway. They could have it easily.
Easily, they could do it.
Easily. They could have water parades all day. They could do 100 things. They're choosing not to because what does everybody sit there and say? Oh, I can't wait to go to Castaway. I have to be honest with you. I haven't seen anything on Lookout that makes me want to go there. Like, I want to go simply because it's a new island. But when you and I saw that cultural appropriation center, you and I laughed. Like, I'm going to get off the boat for the 6 hours that I have here and go to a visitor center? What?
Yeah. Now, I can appreciate that they do want to emphasize on the Bohemian culture.
Put it on the boat.
Right? What's that, sorry?
Put it on the boat.
Yeah. They could have one area that's dedicated to that, but even in Castaway, and you and I have had this on-stream as well as off-stream conversations, they need to make it more Disney. And I will say, I have spoken to, like, when I've called into DCL, even as late as over the Christmas break. When I called in, a couple things I was getting taken care of. Oh, wait, that's what it is. It was getting Hills D's reservation linked to ours. She's in trouble. Sorry, Hills and your mom. Oopsies. But the one thing I did mention to that cast member on the phone was my honest opinion. Castaway and Lighthouse Point have to be more Disney than what they are. And she agreed with what I had stated. Right?
Nobody disagrees.
No. Poor Hills saved yourself. Oh boy. But I mean, even like what you and I've talked about at length, they have that runway at Castaway. They could be doing a parade on that, or something on that runway. In the water. You want to be really great to see is that have a pirate ship, because you're in the Caribbean, so why not have a pirate ship on one side? And it'd be great to see kind of a battle between the cruise ship and between the pirate ship. Now that would be epic.
So
Roger's on a ship right now.
Nice.
Roger, what ship are you on, buddy? Welcome in, by the way.
My favorite thing about Roger being on the boat right now is Roger's so entertained he's here. So what I would say is this: to all of you Disney aficionados, don't Google this. Let's see how many people can get it right. How many water or Disney or ocean adventure type movies or things about the ocean? How many movies does Disney have about that? I mean, off the top of my head, water themed movies that, I mean, I can think of 10 off the top of my head. How hard would it be to have an island that had Little Mermaid, Frozen, Pirates of the Caribbean? See, Christine came in with 10 right away. How hard would it be? So the point being is how much theming could you do? It doesn't. A Swiss Family Robinson's a great example. They should move Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse to Castaway, or have another version of it. But the theming, like, do you remember when I was walking you to the to my cabin to show you to show you my really big bathroom?
Yes.
and I said to you, you could be on a Disney boat right now and you wouldn't know. You shouldn't be able to walk down a hallway and not know it's what boat you're on.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
each deck should be done to a different theme.
It's true. On the fantasy and port. Hey, Roger, what port are you guys in right now? If you're, what's today? Today's Sunday? Yeah, today's Sunday. Are you doing Eastern or Western, or are you doing one of the, like a 5 or a 6 day, or that's
20,000 Leagues. Move the ride there.
mm-hmm.
Muppets Treasure Island. Another great one.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and I did find out who sent that PayPal, so you know who you are, so thank you. I appreciate it.
So, but there's so many things that they could do. And we can sit here and bash it from now until Kingdom Come, but I think it is what it is.
Yeah. No, but definitely, like, they definitely need to make some changes, in my opinion. Again, as well as yours, they have to, like, even on the cruise ship. I mean, where's cruise? She always wanted to go on the big boat. Nice. Well, happy birthday to your aunt, Roger.
Happy birthday.
And first Disney cruise. Beautiful.
Make sure you get a non-celebrating pin.
That's right. Go down to guest services or talk to your host or your hostess.
Anybody will get you one. So just make sure you get that I'm celebrating, because you're celebrating first cruise and birthday. So
that should be a double whammy. One on either side. Make part of Castaway based Treasure Island and have a treasure hunt. That's a great idea.
So, and that's something that the treasure should be doing
Yeah.
And you and I have talked about this, about having treasure hunts on board for kids.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, they should be looking for ducks. Nice how we total synergy right there.
Yes.
Anyway.
Marcella, how are you? Welcome in. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be great to see if they can make these changes. Will it happen? And you want to know what, Dave? Even inside the staterooms. So, if I remember correctly, I think my stateroom on the Treasure, is it Encanto or is it Coco themed? One of the two. But what they do is that they're going to have a like above the, I think it's above the bed or above where the couch is. It's a picture frame.
That's it. What did I say to you as a joke when I was in my cabin? I said I could take the picture that's on the wall, simply put a Disney poster of it, and I'm on a Disney cruise. There's no difference in the rooms. Like, I'm sorry, but they're missing the opportunity with the duvets. They're missing the opportunity with throw pillows. They're missing opportunities with custom molding. You're custom building $1 billion boat, and you can't put hidden Mickeys around the mirrors. Well, that's exactly what I said. Is the problem that you have is the demand is too high, and until people realize, because it takes. And by the way, you guys are gonna laugh, but I get called a jerk a lot. Like, people will watch my videos after I've put them out, or when Jordan and I do things, and they're like, you're a real jerk about DCL. Okay, that's your opinion, and you're entitled to it. But somebody has to voice the opinion of they're not going far enough. Let me ask this question, because there's a lot of people who believe they're Walt Disney aficionados, that they think like Walt. What would Walt think of Disney Cruise Line? Keep in mind, this is a man who started the idea by watching his kids. Keep in mind what I'm saying. He sat on a bench watching his kids on a merry-go-round. What would Walt think?
I think Walt would be absolute, and again, I think Walt would be absolutely disgusted.
I think he'd be appalled. It's not for kids. The kids clubs and things are, yeah, but
yeah, Uh,
I don't
they
think you would approve.
no, no. Now, I haven't seen anything as of yet in regards to what is going to be on the Disney Adventure, because that one's going to be doing like the Singapore run.
Yeah. Which, by the way, their parks are cooler too. By just so that we say that out loud,
Yeah, yeah. I'm
they
wondering,
get the
are they
cool
going to be
popcorn
keeping
bucket
that one?
too.
Yeah, they do. So here's, and again, this is my question: is that Disney cruise boat ship? Now, again, it's only going to be there for, so right now it's 5 years, as what the agreement has been put in place for once it starts. Is that ship going to be Disney, you know, themed on the inside, and or is it also going to incorporate the culture of where it's going to be going through?
I don't see how it can do a culture because none of the other boats do. First of all, it's supposed to be. The arguments that always come back is I'm not paying for anything other than my fantasy. So let's see. Nah, Mike, that's a BS reason. And let me just say this here right now. I'm going to absolutely call that out, and I'll tell you why. I looked at a boat last night. It's Norwegian. It's one of their newer ships. It has a 3-tiered go-kart track on it.
Is that the Prima?
I don't remember the name of the boat, but I have it staved in my notes. But it's one of the newest Norwegians. There's a 3-tiered go-kart track on top of the boat. They're the Mardi Gras or the Jubilee. I'm not sure which one Carnival just came out with, but they have a roller. It's a roller coaster on the top. Look at Icon. Icon, if you compared Icon next to the Wonder, or not the one, Wonder of the Sea. Wonder of the Sea was the biggest boat until Icon came out. Icon dwarfs it. The boat actually goes over the sides of the actual keel of the boat. I'm sorry, but I can't buy that. I don't buy there's not enough cast members to have characters roaming the boat at all time. That's utter nonsense. I'm paying $5,000 to go on a cruise.
Mm-hmm.
The food's not that expensive. You don't have anything else besides crew. And we're not talking about crew it up. So we're talking about you have enough where you can add in some extra staterooms and you could have 3 sets of characters that are constantly roaming. I'm sorry, but that doesn't hold water. Simply because there's way too many other cruise ships. And by the way, if it was way back in the day when it was the Magic and the Magic was a small boat, I probably could buy that. But after watching what's come out from Royal Caribbean over the last 3 years and what's coming out from Carnival and Norwegian, nope. They're not innovative. They're not Imagineering anymore. It's simply cookie cutter design. Look at what they did with Wish vs. Treasure. They could have very easily reconcept the boat. You and I were talking about one of the boats Royal brought into dry dock. They cut the boat in half and added 250 feet to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What? They cut the boat in half, put in a new section, and then put it back out to sea.
Yeah, no, they just stitch it up with a needle and thread.
Yes. $250 worth of it.
Yes.
But that's the thing is, like, I'm sorry, but I don't believe that this is not Walt's company. This is not what Walt envisioned. And the boats they're a tragedy. It's fun. And let me say this as somebody who's been on another cruise line now, and I'm not an expert. It's just my opinion. Disney is more laid back.
Yes.
The food is phenomenal. Doesn't take away from MSC's. MSC's food was great. I enjoyed every minute of it. But I never on MSC, I never asked, what is there to do?
And
So
it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way.
but that's the thing. So, but my rant is over. I will.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to find a picture here, and this is one. So let's see if I can, because Dave has fast fingers.
The coach you showed on the one cruise disgusted me. Roni, what do you mean?
Where is that?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that that happened with. Oh, couch. So now, full disclosure, they gave me 20% off or 25% off on a future cruise for what happened on the Magic. The issue with it was Disney looked at, and Jordan will tell you this, they looked at each individual instance that I had as a separate instance.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they made the mistake. Yes, they're separate instances, but I am one customer. They should have sat here and said, oh my God, hold on a second. It wasn't a one and done. They were on a boat that broke down. Okay, cool. We compensated them. Okay, he had a cabin issue. We compensated him. Okay, he had a mechanical issue and couldn't fully use his fare. We should compensate him, which they did not. And then they should have sat there and said, well, wait a second. Why would this person want to come back? 3 strikes, you're out.
Yeah.
So they should have done more. Now, having said that, I don't want to be lumped in with. There was an instance the other day, like last week. Is it Royal or is it? I think it was Royal. It might have been Carnival. I'm not sure which. But they didn't go to one of their ports. They reimbursed people for the port, and then everybody flooded guest services. And there's viral videos of them sitting down there screaming, trying to get more. And you know what? That's not right. It's not guest services. The people behind the counter, they have nothing to do with it. The issue is that people want something for nothing. I wasn't saying that there was that, and I've never said that the people on the boat were the reason I had a bad experience. As a matter of fact, the people on the boat are the only reason I keep going back. They were fantastic. The crew members, our servers, the people who we interacted with were tremendous. They
Definitely
were
not me.
What? Who?
What?
What happened?
Who?
Did I have an aneurysm?
No, but I hear tape.
Yes. So the problem with corporate America is corporate looks at it from dollars and cents, and when it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. And they did the wrong thing by a travel agent influencer who's growing, who is railing against them. And I'm going to continue to do so until they make changes. And if it makes me the outcast at DCL, I'm okay with it. Because you want to know something? There's 15 other cruise lines that will take my money. And I guarantee you, after the experience I just had with MSC and their private island, which had the exact same theming, I have no problem with it. As a matter of fact, I spent 1/6 what I spent on a Disney cruise, so I can go on 5 more cruises before I even hit the cost of one. So Disney really is just they need to up their game. The question is, will they? On the treasure we have. So you want to take this one, or you want me to?
Have at her.
Oh crap! So here's the thing.
But we don't want to share. Now we talk about.
No.
Okay.
No, it's not that. Because I don't want to continue to just bash, and that's not the intention. But I feel like the spotlight that I'm putting on it is a negative thing, and that's not what I'm trying to do. The reason that I wanted to do Royal Caribbean for the next FPE meetup was because there is so much to do with escape rooms and laser tag, and they have team trivia so that you guys could go against one another. We could have team building kind of fun stuff. there's so many things with mini golf and the shows, ice capades at sea, diving shows on the back of the boat. Like there was so much to do that I felt like our days at sea, we would have a lot to do. I honestly can sit here and say to you, I don't know what to do when we're those 2 days at sea. What are we all going to do? Just sit around and drink the whole time? Like now, again, there's not a lot of complaining, but
Sunken
there's no mini
features.
golf. But there's no mini golf. There's
That's true.
no. You're going to have Princess Gathering at 9:30 and 12:30. What to do? We're going to have to find things to do. And then here's the other part that I have a hard time with. I currently have a client right now that is looking at, because Jen actually is bringing this up. That's great, Jen. A client that was sitting here saying, I'm looking at, is it Viking that has everything that's included?
I think so.
Viking has it included. So your excursions are included. So let me say this. You're paying the most you can pay to have no entertainment on the boat, and then I have to pay for my entertainment off of the ship as well. So it's the most expensive thing you can do. So now, in order for FPE to do something and actually feel like we got a value when we get off the boat, when we stop in, Cozumel or Grand Cayman, now we all have to do something together. And it might be that we're spending $189 a person to go see a glass bottom boat or to get into a submarine, or maybe someone has physical limitations and we can't do that so that we can all stay together. And that's going to be the hard part. Instead of being able to sit here and manage our time at sea, we're now having to manage our excursions because the rest of the time is downtime. And that's one of the things that I sit here and I go, so I'm paying $7,000 to go on a boat, and now I got to pay another $1,000 for excursions. Oh my goodness, like where does it stop?
Yeah.
And that's probably my issue.
Yeah. One of the cruise lines, so my parents, for example, they frequently like to go on Regent Seven Seas. Regent Seven Seas, you're paying big bucks for. Curtis, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. That one you pay big bucks for. However, when you're paying for that one there, and I will say that includes your flight, that includes your hotel stay the night before, wherever it might be. That includes your transportation from said airport to hotel. The next day when you leave for the cruise, it also goes from the hotel down to the cruise port. That includes your food, beverage package, whatever. It includes excursions every day. The only thing you have to do is pick what excursions you want to do. Mind you, yeah, is it empty or is it just already done?
They're gummies. They're stuck on the bottom. Don't put them here. Don't mind me.
But you get to pick what you want to do. Now, here's a kicker, though. They typically do the Mediterranean. But for 3 people, I think it's about 30 to 35,000 to go. It's big bucks if you want to try and do one of those ones there. But again, though, that incorporates everything, and there's always now again, they're smaller boats. They're between like 700 and I think like 900 to 1,000 guests per ship. But you're paying huge, ridiculous amounts of money for it. But there's always something to do. Always. But do you want to pay that kind of money?
No. That was quick, wasn't it? Why? Because at the end of the day, now, if you have it and you want it, you should spend it however you want. And God bless them. Have fun, do what you want. That's why they make strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla, and according to Baskin Robbins, 37 other flavors. So I think it's a big deal that everybody should experience the way they want. But I don't think that we should put veils of misconception over something. There's a lot of people that have never been on a Disney boat before, and there's this expectation because you've been in the park or you've seen whatever, and you're like, you know what? There's going to be all this excitement, all this majestic things at sea. It's just not there, in my opinion. And that's why I get a lot of hate mail. And it's like, oh, I've been on 15 Disney cruises. Cool. Then you know what I'm talking about. And they're like, oh, you're out of your mind. And I'm like, where do you live? They're like, I live in Saskatchewan. How often do you go? Once every 2 years, or once every year, or once every whatever. Okay, so you only go to Disney. Therefore, that's your magic. When you're pulling up to that boat, you get giddy. You're doing what you're doing. You walk on the boat. They make your announcement. Where are the characters when you get on the boat? You might have a princess on stage and maybe Captain Hook up in the crow's nest. Maybe.
Yeah.
Why are you not greeted by characters?
Should be.
I can't get around this. And the funny part about it is you're as diehard DCL as they get. Like, I'm trying to drag you onto boats, and you're like, I got something to do that weekend. I'm getting my hair done. You know what? I got a hangnail.
No, I haven't got my hair done.
So you're the guy, and even you agree that should be concerning.
Yeah, and I will agree. There's a lot of things that I would say that they should do differently. I mean, even when you get on the ship itself, and those who have sailed on DCL, you know that when you go from the gangway to get on, Jonathan Chong, how are you, buddy? Welcome in. You get welcome when you come on board. Yes, Stevie, I have hair. Just saying. Sure. Up on deck 5, and that small little spot, whatever that they have, you see some of the princes, the princesses, and that sort of thing. But when you're coming on board, you have crew members that are welcoming you on board. I would say this here. Why isn't, say, Captain Minnie or Captain Mickey there as well, too, when you're coming on board?
It should be one on one side, one on the other. And and I'm sorry, with the amount of technology today, and I'll use Laugh Floor as the example. It is not hard for a cast member to be sitting, or a crew member to be sitting in as the Wizard of Oz. And as you're coming on the boat and you're saying, what's your name? It should be spoken in Mickey and Minnie's voice.
That would be epic, actually.
I'm just saying, it's not that hard. And it would be as easy as me going up and being like, we're the Explorer family. All right, everybody, welcome on the Explorers. I mean, how hard is it?
It's not hard at all, period.
They're not going the extra mile, and they need to. Again, before we go on the Treasure, I will be on, I don't know, how many cruises do we think I could get on between now and the Treasure?
Quite a few.
I mean, I can't do a Disney cruise every month. Welcome in.
Welcome in, Jared. Thanks, buddy.
So, the biggest thing is you would assume that they would come up with a more affordable way of doing this.
I do.
I think that they're just, pardon the pun, but missing the boat. They had an opportunity to revamp. They could have revamped the Treasure and done a couple of things to really make it a lot more fun. How much room do you need for an escape room? Can you imagine a Disney themed escape room?
And this is what they could do. So on the Wish and on the Treasure and on the third ship that's within that class, they have 2 movie theaters. One of those could easily be changed into, again, is it big enough for an escape room? Don't know. Should be.
Why do you need a movie theater on a boat? You already have a theater. Why do you need a movie theater? If you needed to drop down a screen, how hard would it be to put it in the theater?
Yeah.
Get rid of both of them. You're 100% right. The movie theater's on a boat. Okay. How many times have you been in there?
just once out of all the cruises I've done, and it was just because it was a premiere of a movie that we could see first on the cruise ship. That's it.
So you've been on 17 or 18 of these things. You've been in there one time. I've been on 3. We saw Haunted Mansion on the boat because Bella wanted to, and we did it at midnight. Now, here's the simple fact. If they had put it on in my stateroom, I would have watched it in there. See? It's a small escape room after all. But again, how cool would it be to have a Haunted Mansion escape room?
Oh, it would be epic if there was.
How about any one of the Mickey games that have come before where Mickey has to escape or you're helping Mickey escape? Jonathan, they have escape rooms, they have laser tag, there's flow rider, there's skydiving on other boats where they have it's iFly. They have ice skating rinks, they have roller coasters, they have go-karts, mini golf, bowling alleys, arcades. This is the problem that I have. Sam's here. Shh.
Hey, Sammy, what's up, buddy? But
well, I'll tell you what. I have dragged you down long enough. I'm going to let you do your.
I don't look at it as dragging down, right? Because
I don't want you to get hate mail.
Oh, they can send hate mail if they want to send hate mail, or leave a comment after the stream.
It'll come to me. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I don't need more hate mail.
No, but I mean, they're all valid points, and there's a lot of things that I agree with as well too. That there are changes that have to be made in order for it to be done in a way that is going to be more appealing. Now, mind you, everyone keeps spending money anyway, so regardless, people are going on a Disney cruise, regardless. But I mean, and again, I think I flipped you over a picture. This picture that I texted over to you. This is on the wall, right at the back of Deck 10. Just down from where the stateroom is that I stay in. The corridors will have these names on them, depending on what deck you're on or what part of the ship that you're on. But again, though, there has to be something more along the walls.
Are you kidding me? This what you sent me is like this is what they consider theming?
Yes.
That's a friggin' joke.
So this here was just down from where, so my stateroom being like here, and this sign was just over on this side here. And it was just down like in the hallway before you come to where the stateroom is that I stay in.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. I want you to do your treasure updates because I know everybody is looking forward to it, and you've been on for an hour and 45, so I'm going to let you do your thing. And I'll produce from the back, and if I feel like I have something to add, I'll jump back in. But I want you to wrap up, do your thing. And we did our ducks, we did the other stuff, and it's the JDA show. So why don't you go have some fun, tell everybody about all the things that are coming. And I'll be in the back. Don't worry.
I know you are. Yeah. Well, now have you finished your burrito?
Yes.
Okay. As long as you
take care, everybody. Have fun, Jordan.
Thanks, Davey. But yeah, so even Dave, definitely thank you for popping in there. Definitely your thoughts, your comments, all that is all very valuable. So I definitely appreciate it. Now, I did post a video not too long ago of some of the construction updates on the Disney Treasure. Again, if you haven't seen it yet, it is on. It's in one of my on my YouTube channel. Go take a look. And again, it was them putting the final block in place. Now, we're waiting for more to come in regards to what are we looking at on the inside of the ship. That's the next part to come. Because they already have the funnels are already down, already there. They're already in place. Now it's the painting aspect of it to make sure they get them done all fancy and all that fun jazz. But seeing what they're going to do on the inside, that's the next step. I did bring to you guys not too long ago in regards to, hey, they actually announced that they are going to do the Haunted Mansion bar and what it's going to look like. Funnels, they aren't fun. So now Dave's typing as me. Thanks, Dave. But Dave, I will challenge you on the funnels only because in one of the in one of the funnels, they're actually going to have the very fancy bougie suites. Like this is more bougie than mine. However, they have a really big balcony. They can see everything. 30K. Yeah, it's about that, if not more. The rooms are impeccable. They even have like a winding staircase on the inside. We'll go up to the next part where the beds are, where the bedrooms are. But the Aqua Mouse will go through both in one portion of it. But just that's it. Like one of them actually has the actual funnels, which the liquefied natural gas that comes out of it. The other one is just a placeholder. They got to put the big screen somewhere, I guess, right? But yeah, so I'm looking forward in the sense of seeing what's going to happen next. Like, what are they going to release next? Now, I do have a source that is there that will release information to me every so often when it's going to become made available. I don't release it until I'm given the green light to do so. That's right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we won't see it in person unless it's on a tour, or unless I can work my magic with the cruise director. I don't know. We'll try. I bet it was Jordan in the chat that Shanghai Bear Shark for the Disney Treasure, not the Jordan on screen. Triton, I have no comments to that at all, period. Just saying. Oh, thanks, Sim. Again, there's Sim and Chomps, and again, there's going to be more information to come. And what I'm really looking forward to, and I'm going to say this, is that so Chomps and Sunshine are coming with us on the Treasure. As first-time cruisers, I'm definitely looking forward to what their opinion will be of the actual ship itself, even with their stateroom. I'm really looking forward to that to make sure that they're going to be taking care of you the way that they should be to make it a seamless process. I'm really hoping that they do that. So my fingers are crossed for that. And I'm going to say this out loud. If you are going on any cruise ship for that matter, I know with Disney, you got to let them know ahead of time. Say if you have any sort of medical conditions, if you require certain things in your room, let them know. That can be shared. Or if you're coming on the group cruise with us, you can let us know. We can call it in and make sure that it's added on to your travel agents are good for that. That's true, Dave. They are. I wonder who a travel agent might be. I just got to say that out loud. Hales, welcome back. Hope you had a great afternoon. But I'm really curious to see how that all unfolds. So, and maybe, and even when we're on the cruise itself, again, and we'll leave this to you, Sim and Chomps, if you're okay with it. If we actually are able to either Dave, are we come in? We can do like a live stream of what your room layout is like, because it's going to be different from everyone else's. And or if we can come in and just do a video of it, and that way we can post it. That way people can see what it's like. So if you guys are up for that, that'd be great and fantastic. Let us know, because we want to make sure that anybody and everyone that is watching can see what these rooms look like, what these rooms are laid out as, to ensure that they are meeting those needs and expectations. So again, if it's a handicap room, what do they have in place that's going to make it work? Right? Best travel agent in the world, FPE, they'll work till 1 a.m. I'm going to say this, Dave will work a lot later than that to make sure stuff happens. Yeah, probably work till 4 o'clock in the morning to make sure it's all taken care of. So, but we want to make sure everyone can see everything and anything that's related to this. So, I'm really hoping I get some more Disney Treasure updates, what the rooms will look like, what the inside will look like coming within the next couple weeks, within the next month, because we know that their inaugural sailing is December 21st of this year. Christmas cruise. And yeah, again, it would just be great to see what's coming so then I can share that with everybody else. Now, yeah, there's the treasure. Thanks, Dave. And it's right over my head. So these are just some of the things from the Disney Treasure with some of the shows. So this is a first look at Moana. Here we go. Dave's not blocking my big head anymore. Yes, he is. So again, this is Moana. Again, first time it'll be on one of the cruise ships. So we're definitely looking forward to, again, what's it going to look like? What are these shows going to be? I will have to say, and this is my own personal preference, out of all the shows so far that I've seen, Fave channel on YouTube. Oh, thanks, Hills. Now, who's number 2 then? My favorite of all time shows, and I'm pretty sure Dave would agree to this. It was the Aladdin show that we saw on the Wish. And I will say again, it's live. It's held in the Walt Disney Theater, and I will say that one was actually different than the one I saw in the Disney Fantasy. There were some changes in it, so I'm really looking forward to see. Hopefully, they'll bring Aladdin back on the Treasure. We know that there will be the Little Mermaid will be there. Got my Moana outfit already, ears and top. Oh boy, you're gonna get all decked out for all the themes. That means you're also gonna have to have a Marvel's get up as well too. I know Dave's got one. Now, Dave, here's my question for you because I know you're listening. Are you going to be coming with your fancy bougie hat for 1923 in your full outfit? That's my question. Are you going to come all like that again, or are you just going to kind of kick back, relax, and come wearing Crocs and socks and all that stuff? Hey, Jill, welcome in. Confirm the Aladdin show on the Wish was fantastic. Absolutely, yeah. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen next. So my question, and I'm going to put this out there, what are you guys looking forward to the most in regards to what we're going to show when we're on the Treasure as the actual meetup itself? Is there anything in particular that you're going to want to see, or you just want us to do live streams and videos of the entire ship to show you everything, like every day? We can't get in the crew quarters, so we can't do that part. I am definitely going to try and get a tour backstage in the Walt Disney Theater, and I'm also going to try and get on the bridge. I'm going to try. So Stevie says the food. Triton says everything. What all do you guys want to see? And I want you to film bear sharks steering the ship. Oh boy. If I film bear sharks steering the ship, we might end up with a goofy experience going off into the unknown. So idea for days at sea are impossible scavenger hunts so that people actually explore the ship. Hey, that's a pretty cool idea. That's actually a pretty neat idea there, Jill. Now, again, I know Dave and I are, so I will say Dave and I are working on stuff. Yeah, Jill's buying, that's right. Now, I do know that Triton, that's a great question. I will say that's a great question. When I do go on the Wish in November, I'm definitely going to be trying to get on the bridge, and I'm going to try and get pictures and or videos. So definitely try it. There we go. Dave, it's in writing. I have to make sure you take a screenshot of that. Room tour would be good. Simi's is on the ship. Nice too. Yeah, Stevie, and we'll make sure we capture all of that. And again, it's great that we have Sim and Chomps have agreed where we can do that. So that would be great to do. And again, show you what those rooms look like. I'm looking forward to checking out the spa. Yeah, the spas are really well done, sir. I will say that. They are absolutely phenomenal, fantastic. I'm trying to see. Oh, Jonathan, I'm so going to try and take over the bridge. I'm not going to deny that one bit. One bit. So whether I'm going to try and do it on the treasure and on the wish and on the treasure. So the benefit is that I know the cruise directors very well that are usually on the wish. Cruise director Leslie and cruise director Ashley and cruise director Jamie, who will be on the treasure. I'm going to try and see if I can sweet talk that. So all Gators in the house. What's up, buddy? Welcome in. Hope you're having a great day there, Gator. Actually, I got to do this, Gator. I meant to do this before. Well, let me make sure I can do this. So, yeah, Gator's now blue. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to try and. Oh, thanks, thanks, Triton. Yeah, so we'll try and see what we can do. Time will tell. I want to wear a Klingon uniform on the bridge. Oh dear, Dave. Oh boy. I'm gonna get shirts made for myself that are gonna have my logo on it. It'll have the logo on the front, and on the back part of it, it's gonna say JDA along the top, and then it's gonna have #1. I've already sent my logo off to see if I can get approved for printing on a shirt. Not unless Dave wants to make it for me. But we'll see. So that's what my goal is to kind of that. Steamboat Willie. There we go. So, but is there one thing about? No, here's my question. So when we do go on the Disney Treasure as the meetup itself, are there certain things that you're looking forward to us as a group to show, and or even better, you can just join us on the cruise. It's just that simple. To make it even one big huge party. I need a JDA hockey jersey. Yes, that's actually a good idea there, James. Great idea. Fellow Canadians think alike. My niece Tegan has just entered the realm. Now she's probably been in Ninja watching. Tegan, how are you there, kiddo? Hope you're having a great day. Hope you had a blast yesterday. Hope you're not causing too much trouble today. And hopefully you're getting your schoolwork done. First year university, I tell you. No, so hopefully you're doing well there, Teagues. Oh, we got to do this now because Tegan came in. Let's see here if I can make this work. Oh, there's a duck. That means I gotta play this one, Dave. We have. Oh, Dave, I know. Oh, put the. Can you put the put the monsters. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Super good. I'm always caught. That's true. Yeah, I can see that. So, but yeah. So, aside from everyone saying everything that they want to see on the treasure, are there, or even what activities would you like to see us do? aside from now, again, we do have some surprises that we can't. That Dave and I have surprises, and I think we're gonna rope. I think 2 people into it. I think as well too, Dave. So I will say this out loud. My dog is. That's hilarious, Stevie. That's hilarious. So Chomps, I know you're listening. One way or another, you're going to get roped into what we're going to do because it just fits your personality. And Patrick is going to get roped into it too. Now, I haven't told him yet, so he's still on the down low. So it's going to be epic in regards to what we will be doing. But again, we don't want to share too much of what it is because we want it to be a surprise. I know Jen will be live streaming it. I'll have someone hold my phone and all that kind of stuff as well too. That way we can get going because we'll both be live streaming at the same time. And to make sure we can share all that. I'm looking forward to all. And you want to know what, Roni? We're going to be sharing everything as possible that we can share. We'll share it. Again, ship tours, we'll do all that. I don't mind you following me around with a video. Just make sure I got Oh, Chomps. They don't have the same one at the back of the ship as the MSC cruise ship does, but I know Dave always when we're on the Lido deck on the Wish, when I was always sitting back up against the glass, it was always fun to see Dave's reaction. It's for throwing you off. They should actually have a walk the plank on the ship since it's called the Treasure. That almost as bad as if Jordan followed. Oh boy. Oh dear Lord. Yeah. So again, we'll share a lot of stuff, but I know Dave will give a room tour of his room. I'll give a room tour of mine with the big bougie balcony. And again, thank you, Chomps and Sunshine, for giving us the green light where we can do yours as well. I'm excited to see what the share. Yes, Hills. And what I'm going to do too is that I do have the GoPro Hero 11 Creator Edition. I'm going to use the body strap for that one there, and that way then can actually get a video of the Aquamouse. So that'd be a lot of fun. Hunch and Mancha Bar is on my list. Yeah, and there's going to be a few adult beverages that are consumed there for sure, Sarah. So definitely looking forward to that. Mickey's Barbecue for sure.
I was muted.
I know. Yeah, I was just gonna say, Dave, you're muted.
So for all of you folks who are joining us, if you're going to be coming on the boat, up your game, because I'm telling you right now, the things that we have planned, you guys are going to be like, every dinner we bound. I call it role playing. My wife calls it bounding. I just like to dress up because I'm a kid. But if anybody doesn't believe for 1 second that I'm not walking into the Haunted Mansion Lounge dressed as the Hatbox Ghost, you're out of your mind. I've been trying to figure out how to get a hoverboard on the boat so I could go down the hallway and make it look like I was floating. But I don't think that's going to happen. Just saying, it's outfit changes. You got to make sure that when we go to dinner, and Jordan will tell you, I have an entire Tony Stark outfit, and I'm going to up my game for the Marvel one when we go to Marvel. But, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, when we're going to these dinners, you're going to want to make sure that you, like, if you saw the pictures from the original Wish, you'll see I was dressed as a 29 gangster. Jen and Bella were both in flapper gear. We're going to challenge you guys so that the photos are epic. Think of it like when you go somewhere and you. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. All right. I may have put pepper in Chomps' Diet Coke. Maybe. Sim told me to. All right, I did it on my own, but that's not the point. I challenge you guys to do this. We're gonna, once we start getting our group together, which we'll start having meetings probably next month. I challenge you guys to do it. It's honestly the only thing that turns to do. Like we're gonna have fun with it. Dinner when you have this many people. Jonathan, that'd be epic. I may have Bella do that. It's literally, what did it take us for dinner? 2 hours every night? And that's why we're doing the early dining, because we don't want to miss any of the nighttime stuff, but we still want to have shenanigans. We did
shenanigans.
I mean, if you think about it, though, at every meal we were doing something ridiculous, and you have 7 nights of it now, so you have 2 dinings per plus 1. So, and you don't know what the plus 1 is, so you're gonna on one night we're all just gonna we'll have to do like a group photo night where we all have the same T-shirts. So, by the way, yes, I'm printing T-shirts for the treasure when we do the meetup, so everybody has one. But bounding is not only acceptable, we're pushing it. I'm even going to try and make Jordan do it because he is so anti dressing up. It's not even funny. But we're going to try and crack him out of his 19 Disney cruise shell and get him to actually level up.
I like my shorts, my flip-flops, and my T-shirts.
Tabasco. Yeah, see, all right. So very quickly, I'll tell you that he got up to go. We were down at Boma. Sim and I were sitting at the table. Everybody got up to go get food, and the waiter had brought Chomps 2 Diet Cokes. I only altered one, and originally I was putting all the pepper, and it went all the way down to the bottom, and it was perfect, and then it floated up to the top, and it looked like dirt. It was really bad, and then Chomps took it one step further and complained and said there was something wrong with this soda. And we almost had a catastrophe in the restaurant, which I helped avert because it was hilarious. But anyway, back to you.
I don't know nothing.
And remember, there is Pirate Night. So if you want to tell everybody about Pirate Night, because we want to make sure we're doing, because there's somebody who's not here right now, but she crushed Pirate Night.
Yeah, HM just destroyed that. She put that crew member should have just tapped out as soon as she started.
He tapped out. He was like, he wanted to have a little fun, then he realized he couldn't hang.
Yeah, no, he just couldn't do it. Jill, yeah, definitely comfort over style, because I'm already styling and profiling as it is already. So
that's okay. We're still gonna make you do it.
Yeah,
because if not, I will shame you live.
I know you will. But Pirate Night is epic. So I do already have my Black Mickey T-shirt already that has the Mickey on it with the pirate patch. It's got my name on it. Patrick has one as well too. But they're they're an absolute blast. And there is something else that I have planned that nobody else knows about.
Oh,
there we go.
Oh,
but it's true, Hills.
Do you need a puppy dog? Oh, noise.
I'm sure you can find one in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, but I don't have
time. But yeah. So I mean, the Pirate Night is a blast. But I will say I do have something planned that not even Dave knows.
Oh yeah, well I have something planned and you don't know.
Probably. I don't know. But no, that's so. So again, I've already reached out to DCL already, so it's in the works. So I can't wait for that to happen. We need a T-shirt that says, "That's right." Why is the rum gone? Quack, quack. Those darn ducks, I tell you.
Do you know that one's called Feeding the Ducks?
What that music is? Okay, then.
Just telling you.
Sure. I'll take your word for it.
Just telling you.
Okay. But no. Oh boy. Yeah. But Triton. He's gonna give me clothing advice. Oh boy. Dave's just waiting to hit another button. I can see it.
I didn't do it.
Yeah. But I'm gonna stop.
Oops.
Oh boy.
Oops. My bad.
Yeah, those hands aren't going to stay still for long. But I'm saying, if you want to see the amount of fun that we're going to have, I see your hand moving, Dave. Come on the cruise with us. It's just that simple. We want everyone to be part of the fun and shenanigans that we're going to cause. And I'm going to say there's going to be a lot of it. But we'll be live streaming it. But the more people we can get to come with us, that's going to be the memory right there.
Jordan's 100% right. On every meetup that we've had so far, for both, I should say, that's been the thing that everybody's taken away, is how close everybody became. It's totally different. You guys already know each other, but this is a place for you guys to really step in and do it. And it's a lot of fun. So I'm just saying, all in all, if you guys want to come, it's really simple. It's 50% off deposits right now. Come with us. We're going to have a blast. Now, I keep saying 7,000. Now, here's what you need to know. First of all, I have 3 people going. The average cabin is 2. The average cost has been around the 4,000 mark, 4,500 mark. And you can do an ocean view, and it will drop your price. I don't believe there's any interiors left, and I can tell you that there's very few ocean views left. There are a couple of different levels left for veranda. What that means is the inexpensive verandas go first, and then the price just starts to go up. So, guys, come join us. We're gonna have a blast. We're really gonna have a lot of fun. If you guys think that this stupidity is anywhere near, I told Jordan a concept that I came up with. It's the 2 people that we're gonna include. And when he looked at me, he goes, I cannot believe you came up with that. It's going to be absolutely hilarious. And if you guys are watching at home, believe me when I tell you the stupidity that I came up with, if it goes off correctly, because there's a lot of ifs in this, and it has to go the right way, y'all are going to be crying laughing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you see it in person, you're going to get to see all of it at once. And for the people who are going to be sitting there watching this, sit back, relax, crack a cocktail, and have some fun, because this one's going down in the books in some capacity. We're either getting thrown off the boat, or Disney's going to. If Disney was smart, they would put it in a commercial.
Yeah, and I have to say this as well, though, too, Dave, is that make sure if you're watching at home, and this is the plug, order your theme park treats. So you get them in time, so then when we do cause the shenanigans, you're already set and ready to go. Just saying.
Now, you know, it'd be cool if I brought my vacuum sealer and was doing like treats from Jamaica and shipped them directly from Jamaica.
Could you imagine what the shipping or the
Could you imagine the look on my wife's face? She would hit me with a bat. I wouldn't even make it back on the boat.
No, you wouldn't.
No.
I'm actually waiting to see if she drops a comment.
She's working, so thankfully she's got you on in the background for watch time. But I am sure because they're watching Goonies and and we're revamping our entire house right now. So
Yes.
see Simpson, she's like, let's do it.
Yeah. So that will be a discussion offline. We'll have a FaceTime conversation about that one.
Which one?
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
Oopsies.
So we've done the ducks. We've done. I want a beef patty from Jamaica and rum. Beef patty. It's not Jamaican. It's American. Rum.
Jonathan wants a Jamaican patty. You want some
Jamaican
jerk chicken?
Jamaican me crazy. I mean, so we got through the ducks. We got through Kids Club. He kind of gave an update on the treasure. I mean, it was good. Just
waiting for more to come.
It's being built.
Yeah. So far.
I hope.
Haven't heard anything otherwise.
Yeah. So
you never know. And that could because for the third ship in the Triton class, they already have the floating engine room is already there.
Yippee! Another boat that's identical to the other two. Hey, Disney, put something on the boat that's fun other than us.
And they should call it the Disney Star.
They should call it the Bear Shark. So,
Bear Shark meets JDA.
So, all right. So, you know what? You just brought up a good thing. Let's do this. What should the boat be called? You have the Disney Wish, the Disney Treasure. What should the last one be? Chat, what do you think? You got the Wish, the Treasure, and what character should be associated with it? Associated? Something about associations that just make me so shabby.
Who learned you how to verbiage?
So,
no, it's not the Triton of the Sea. They don't do of the Sea. That's
Royal. They don't do of the Sea. That's Royal. See that tells me you gotta get recertified. All right, so again, Michael Walker, if
I'm sticking with the Disney Star, but based on what it's been so far, you're probably going to have Captain Minnie on the front.
So
not in the Triton class. There's not now unless they have it in the background, but that will get the actual name itself will get released at D23 this year.
So let's see. What would be a good name? You got Wish, Treasure.
Yeah. And then I see Julia put a comment, the Disney Adventure. So the Disney Adventure, Julia, is in its own separate ship of its own league. So it's not part of the Triton class, but you're definitely right. There is the Disney Adventure. That one will be doing the Singapore run. But it's within the Triton class within 3 ships. So
I don't have a name for this boat. Yeah, I'm struggling because I'm trying to come up with something that would be because in all actuality, at this point, if you think about, all right, so let's sandbag Jordan a little bit. Let's have some fun.
Boy.
Who's on the back of the Magic?
Batman.
Crap. Well, so you got Goofy, right?
Yes.
Who's on second? No, what's on second?
Who's on first? I don't know who's on third.
Then why is pitching? So
yesterday's pitching.
Who is a character that is seamless in time in the Disneyverse that isn't on the back of a boat. I mean, they gave Rapunzel a boat, which, all right, I'm going to say this. I'll bet you it becomes Tiana.
Possibility.
With all the pushing that they do for the Tiana, especially with putting out a new part, we're changing the theming and doing. It'll either be like Tiana or, I mean, it would make sense if you made it as Moana, but they had that option on this boat. But
Yeah, but even on the Disney Wish, though, they also do have that on deck 3, just across from where Hyperspace Lounge is. They have the Bayou.
Yeah, but it's a horrible place to go.
I'm just making a comment.
Like you have to admit, though, that shouldn't exist.
It should be something else.
Yeah, it's horrible. Like, I'm sorry. Like, the crap growing off the ceiling, it's just not. Like, it took me about 5 passes to go past it to figure out that it was actually Tiana related. I had no idea. Mm-hmm. It would be really, really cool if they called it the Black Pearl. Although there's already a boat nicknamed that.
I'm going on that one in November.
Pistachio would be good. If they name it the Disney Explorer, that's all me. Like, I'll just dominate that boat. But Pistachio would be a good one. Especially with, the story of him being at sea. I mean, that would be cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because on the back of the treasure, they're going to have Peter Pan and Captain Hook.
I mean, Snow White is not incorporated on the back of a boat.
No, so here's my question. So whether it's on the older 4 ships or one of the 2 newer ones, so the atriums compared to the grand halls, they all have a character or characters. Which one would go on the new one?
Inside the atrium?
Yeah, the grand hall.
So it would to me, I think Disney misses the mark. Surprise! Why is it that what's on the back of the boat doesn't go into the boat? Because you got Hook and Pan and Jasmine and Aladdin. It should have been the genie on the back of the boat if you're going to do that. Like, in all actuality, they could have made an Aladdin themed boat on the third class, and it would have been, or on the third ship, and it would have been epic. You should have gone in, and that bronze statue should have been the London clock tower with Peter Pan and them swirling around it. That would have been epic.
That'd be amazing. Absolutely.
Okay, like, they need to hire me. This is ridiculous. Sorcerer with Sorcerer Mickey on the back would be epic, Joe. Hands down. Totally agree with that. But imagine if the back of the boat had the lamp on one side and it was coming up that way, and it was the genie, and they named the boat the Agrabah, and the whole boat was Aladdin themed. Like, that'd be epic. Like, they could do so many things. But Jill's idea with Sorcerer Mickey, I still think that there's a place for all the characters to come out. But Sorcerer Mickey, he's on the magic. But that's what, what is it, the artist palette? Or the...
Animators?
Thank you, animators palette. Dave's not 100% yet. That's who comes out, is Sorcerer Mickey. So...
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to see them put a little bit more of it together. Could you imagine an Aladdin themed boat? Could you imagine what all the decks would look like? If you were walking down the hallway, you could have one where it's the streets of Agrabah. You could have... It would be so much fun if the wallpaper just looked like you were walking through, streets of Agrabah. Or if they did the Cave of Wonders. Anyway.
I agree. And then same thing with inside the staterooms is that, sure, instead of just having that picture frame of some sort of artistry of, like, whether it's like Coco or Moana or whatever, have the room itself.
If Lego...
having the Disney white. or
If
whatever.
if Legoland Hotel can put the theming that they put into their rooms, Disney can put it on a boat. And I agree with Christy Nickman. I was going to say Haunted Mansion themed boat because I think it would be epic. But I think it was Stevie earlier that said a villains themed boat would be epic. Wouldn't it be great to have something that had all of the villains on it, and it was a villains themed boat, and that would be fun. Like, I'm sorry, I would love to see Hatbox Ghost on the back of the boat, and like the light on the back of the boat is him holding his head. That'd be great.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There's they should call it the Disney villains.
The Nightmare Before Bahamas with Zero on the back.
Yeah.
The Jack Skellington theme. Are you kidding me? It'd be huge. So I think that, look, we could play with it from now until Kingdom Come. Maybe you need to put a poll up on your channel as to what should be the next naming of the boat, or maybe that's another show for you. But there we go.
Just prove you like a Walt Disney movie.
You got anything else, brother?
Just waiting for more treasure updates.
Well, if you're here and you're not subscribed, shame on you. If you haven't hit the like button, shame on you.
Otherwise, say too bad. No. Marcelo's dog's going nuts. See if I can have the picture of JT. If you don't subscribe,
I do.
It's like
I have it everywhere. Last call.
Let's call for a sunken treasure. Last call. But no, it's again, what I'm looking forward to, again, what updates are coming out next. And I'm gonna echo this again, is reach out to Dave and Jen and book yourself on the cruise. It's February 22nd to March 1st.
I would.
Of 2025. And we're also celebrating Jen's 50th birthday on this cruise too. So there's lots of reasons to come. And that 50% discount off of the deposit is only good up until February 16th.
2 more weeks.
2 more weeks.
I think it's the 5th or 6th. I don't think it's even the 16th. I don't know. But I can tell you this. The boat's also selling out. So it may not make it that far because the 50% off has increased bookings.
Yeah. And I have a Facebook group that's created as well too for the Disney Treasure. So if you're coming on the treasure with us, you want to make sure you're part of that, because we're putting up, I think we're up to like 220 members or something that is part of it that are going on this cruise from all parts of the world.
There's nobody else going on the boat. Don't lie. It's an FP meetup.
But here's the thing though. So someone actually just booked the cruise yesterday. And they stated that from when they looked at it a week ago, the price had gone up $200.
Yeah.
So the more the rooms sell out, the higher the price is going to be. So you want to make sure you get in there sooner than later. That way you can come and join in the shenanigans that we're going to cause and be part of an epic experience with ducks quacking. So I tell you, you're going to be driving Marcella's dog absolutely off the wall. Was it a mistake I loaded that in there? Oh boy. So, yeah. But more updates to come. Stay tuned. And I agree. I'll put up a poll on my community page on the channel. What should the next Disney cruise ship be called? Put up a couple of different ideas and we'll see what comes up. Because I think we can put up to 4, I think. I don't know. Or what you can do, comment after the stream. Simple. Easy. I think so. Triton, I still think it should be a villain theme ship. He is. Enjoy, Jill. Enjoy your brunch. Late brunch. It's 4:30 in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. You're supposed to talk out loud when you say bye. Oh, mon Dieu. I don't know nothing.
Pills, I just don't want to drink her squid ink.
What about this? I don't know. Oh boy.
I didn't do it.
What about this? I don't know. Torture, and I fall for it every time. All right. Hey, Dave, I'm up to 426 subscribers. I hit the next milestone according to whatchamacallit, TubeBuddy or whatever it is.
Good job.
Five subscribers in 24 hours.
There we go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Goal is 500.
Keep putting out great content. Keep giving information. Keep doing things. And everybody, come back and see Jordan on the next go round. And make sure you're subscribing. Go follow him on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, X, Disney Social, Disney Main Street Dating, wherever else he is.
I'm uptown, downtown, all around town.
So I've heard.
Oh, dear.
None of it's been good, my man. None of it. Hey, is it bad that Mickey and Minnie have made a hidden Mickey on my head? They look like ears. I'm wearing Mickey and Minnie ears.
Yeah. I love your ears, Dave.
Thanks.
Yeah. Marcella, at least you guys know that I'm paying attention. Oh, boy.
Marcella, you're coming on the boat, right? Right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Do it. You know you want to. We have spoken.
And with that?
See you, Lido?
I don't know how you end your stream, so I'm hovering over your outro video.
Oh, cool. Yeah, well, keep your notifications on. I'll get up another stream coming within the next couple of weeks. More updates to come. And we'll have a great time. Yeah, there's no MySpace. No MySpace. I had one of those.
I love MySpace.
Yeah. Do you remember back in the day the chat service ICQ?
No, that was a Canadian thing.
Oh. Oops.
It even has Canadian right in it. It's Canadian question everything.
It's brought to you by AOL. Sorry. But until then, thank you to my partner channel, Dave, that guy, FPE, Jen. She's boxing and getting stuff out to make sure you guys get all your fabulous stuff tomorrow or sometime this week, but you must get all out tomorrow. Did you guys get any treats today?
I woke up 5 minutes before your show. I have no idea what's going on.
This is true. There we go. Yahoo Messenger, there we go. But yeah, make sure you guys get personal shopping, concierge pickups, all that fun jazz. Check out Dave, Jen, and Bella, Florida Park Sports. 5 days a week, sometimes 10 streams a week. Whatever kind of madness that they want to do.
Entirely.
You just never know what's going to happen next. And I know Sammy was in here. I don't know if he's out and about or causing trouble or at the boys' hockey.
Hockey game.
Yes. Shorzy? No. Yeah, make sure you check out Sammy. All the great hockey that he does. And I'm trying to get him into curling. Because curling rocks.
Oh, that was a bad joke. I can't deal with you anymore.
Sorry.
It's the Canadianisms. I just can't do it.
This is true. But check them all out. Great content. And I think AAU is like 19 subscribers away from 1,000. So
everybody who's subscribed, hit unsubscribe. Let's see how far we can get him away from 1,000.
oh dear Lord.
Until he takes the lasagna soup video down, I protest.
But I'm
Just
sure
kidding.
someone.
Just kidding. No hate mail. I get enough of it. It's Sunday. I don't need any.
It's true. But make sure you guys let's get Triton to 1,000. No, it's not go Jets, go James, it's go Leafs, go. Or in Dave's case, it's go Rangers, go. I guess.
We're more like holding our breath right now.
Okay,
We're on a losing streak.
fabulous. But with that, until the next time, we'll see you, Lido.
See you, Lido, everybody.
Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, guys.
Take care.
Bye.